avoiding bad credit. Credit has its origins in the Latin word credo, which means I believe. The real underlying issues of credit are, do you do what you promise? Are you believable and trustworthy? Have you worked hard to have a good reputation? Little is more precious to a person than being believed, and that's what credit is all about. You and Webster's can also define credit as recognition given for some action or quality, a source of pride or honor, trustworthiness, credibility. Permission for a customer to have goods or services that will be paid for at a later date. The reputation of a person or firm for paying bills or other financial obligations. The concept of credit is simple. You receive something now in return for your promise to pay for it later. Credit doesn't increase your income. It allows you to conveniently spend money that you've already saved, or to spend the money today that you know you'll earn tomorrow. Because businesses make money when you use credit, they encourage you to use it as often as possible. In order for creditors to make as much money as possible, they want you to spend as much as you can, as fast as you can. Helping you to spend your future earnings today is their basic plan. This plan may make them very happy, but it may not do the same for you. Many types of credit are available to consumers today, which is no surprise to you. I suspect you receive as many offers for various types of credit cards and lines of credit as I do. But despite the endless variations and terms that seem to exist, most credit can be classified as one of two major types. Secured credit. As the name implies, security is involved. That is, the lender has some protection if you default on the loan. Your secured loan is backed by property, not just your word. House mortgages and car loans fall in this category. Generally, the interest rates for secured credit are lower, and the term, the length of time before you have to pay it all off, may be longer, because the risk of loss is lessened by the lender's ability to take whatever you put up for security. Unsecured credit. This type of credit is usually more expensive, shorter term, and considered a higher risk by the lender. Because it is backed by your promise to repay it, but not by an asset, lenders are more vulnerable if you default. Credit cards fall into this category. Chances are you've always looked at credit from your own perspective, the viewpoint of the borrower. From where you're standing, you may be the customer who should be catered to. Consumer spending is 2/3 of the U.S. economy, and much of that is generated by using lines of credit or credit cards. Whether you use credit as a convenience or because you need to spread out your payments, you keep the economy humming and people employed, right? From the lender's perspective, however, you represent a risk. Yes, your business is sought after, but the lender takes a chance by giving you something now for a promise to pay later. If you fail to keep your promise, the lender loses. The degree of doubt between the lender making money and losing money dictates the terms of the credit. But how does a lender gauge the likelihood of your paying on time and as promised? The lender needs to know 3 things about you to gauge the risk you represent. Your character. Do you do what you promise? Are you reliable and honest? Your capacity. How much debt can you handle given your income and other obligations? Your collateral. What cash or property could be used to repay the debt if your income dries up? But where can this information be had, especially if the lender doesn't know your sterling attributes firsthand? The answer, your credit report, and increasingly, your credit score. That's why, before you open up that line of credit that allows you to buy the new dining room suite on a 90-day same-as-cash special, you have to fill out and sign some paperwork and wait a few minutes for your credit to check out. Sometimes, however, an unscrupulous creditor may try to take advantage of you and charge you more than the market price for the credit you want. Why? Because they like to make money. So, how do you know if you're being overcharged? The same way the lenders decide whether to offer you credit and what to charge you for it, by knowing what's in your credit report and your credit score.